Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you episode 3 of Let's Play Open Morrowind, The Elder Scrolls 3. Hope you guys are doing well and fantastic. I am doing great now that I realized a few things. So, we're actually going to start over in today's episode. I know we'll quickly catch up to where we were. We didn't get that far. But reason I want to start over is because it turns out I did have some mod issues, that I had to fix, and that's why, we ran into that bug where I fell through the floor and stuff like that. Also, no, we're not loading, we're hitting new. The choppy hang up with the mouse,
Stand up.
that's actually
Dreaming.
due to my mouse or my laptop. It's not Morrowind related, so we can't blame it on Morrowind. It's been happening a little bit outside of, Morrowind on my,
Not even last night.
just using my laptop.
I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
So we're gonna get back to where we were, and then we should be good to go now, 100%.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
I've really gone to long,
This is where you get off. Come with me.
or I've really gone to lengths, to fix everything. It wasn't really that easy, if I'm honest about it. I had to get help from people. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was determined to get her done, because I definitely want to, explore this game with you guys, play it with you guys here.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
So, let's go. Whoa. Here we are, guys. It should run a little bit better now, too. And,
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the census office.
I think I have the ground cover working properly now.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Okay, we are going to be High Elf again. Do I want that or that? Let's go with that, actually. High Elf. Bada bing, bada boom.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Okay, let's go, son. Nice sword. And everything should be Gucci now. Even better than it was in our initial test, which is what it was.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Okay, we're going to pick from a class list. We're going to be a pilgrim.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that mean?
That is going to be the lady, attribute 25, endurance 25.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Elisarion, High Elf, Pilgrim, the lady, everything looks the same. Bada bing, bada boom.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
We'll do exactly what we did last time.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Okay, we'll come through here. Grab the firmament. We read that in a previous episode. Grab the Flynn. Crab meat. I guess the bread's for us too, even though it's red. What else did we do? Alright, get the apprentice lockpick. Come over here. Lockpick on the first try, 31 gold. Now, we hit F1 on this. Now F1 is not acting right again. Okay, maybe we don't get that yet. Oh, probably till we come out here. Yeah, probably till we get all this. Grab this stuff. This time it's a vase. And a scrap wood. Nice. That's even better than what it was last time. F1's still not working. Talk here. Morrowind. Imperial Septum. The Empire. Duties. Caius Casades. Valmora. Duties. Siltstrider. What's your trade? Imperial. Background. Very good.
How can I help you?
You've done everything you could. Alright, now we're on our own. I don't know why there's not ground cover here, unless it's a case of... There's the F1. Unless it's a case of them keeping it trimmed here, is what it is. But let's, Fargoth is wearing some
Go on.
different clothes here. Looking pretty good, actually. Let's see, his background. I'm not going to get into advice. Well, yeah, I guess we will. Trade. Commoner. Do you have a little ring, you say? Yes, I found it. Here, take it. Alright. Services. Someone in particular. A relay. Specific place. Alright, now let's go with latest rumors. Okay, the tax collector's missing. Little advice. Where to start? Probably in Balmora. That's the House Halalu district seat. They've got a Fighters Guild and Mages Guild there and a Legion fort. Although I don't know if they're recruiting. They have all the services you need. Trainers, smiths, outfitters. And if you join a guild and work your way up, the discounts and perks are worthwhile. Do you have a secret for me, Fargoth? If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. Okay, good to know. Came over here, we grabbed some mushrooms, some shroomies. Came back here. We grabbed the shrooms back here. We went to a relay's place. Here we have.
Greetings.
Be happy. Yes, what do you want? If you're looking to get out of Sedanine, I'd be happy to give you a little advice. Alright, we heard this already. So, watch the previous episodes. Do you have a secret? You're thinking of traveling up country near Shiogorad or out Malaga Morway or inside the Ghost Fence. You need to know about Corpus. Oh yeah, we heard about that already. Imperial. We've heard that. Your background. Commoner. Cool. Alright, then let's see, who else did we talk to? We talked to you.
Something you need?
Yes. Background. Some rough customers come into town now and then for supplies. I think they might be smugglers and bandits holed up locally. Be doing a public service to clean them up and might find yourself some nice loot in the bargain. Little secret. What are the most dangerous places in Morrowind? Well, probably the Ash Vampire citadels inside the Ghost Fence on Red Mountain. But outside the Ghost Fence, I guess the Daedric ruins would be the worst. They're all over the place and full of bad Daedra and the crazy folks who summon them. I hear vampires are pretty bad too, but I've never seen any personally, and the Dwemer sites are pretty bad too. Vampire? Red Mountain, you say? See that little hitch there? That's not Morrowind, that's actually my laptop. Red Mountain is the great volcano in the center of Vardenfell Island. The crater of Red Mountain is called the Dagoth-Ur region, where Dagoth-Ur and his evil servants dwell. The Tribunal built the Ghost Fence around Red Mountain to imprison Dagoth-Ur and his servants, and to protect Morrowind from the blight storms that issue from Dagoth-Ur's crater. Dagoth-Ur, you say? Dagoth-Ur is the evil immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult. The temple holds Dagoth-Ur and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagoth-Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain served by his kin, called Ash Vampires, and by legions of deformed monsters. And you're a Dunmer? We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. And there's vampires out there? The Dunmer hate necromancy and the undead, and hate blood vampires in particular. Blood vampires are powerful undead creatures that feed on humanoid blood. The vampire curse is contracted from disease-contaminated blood. Victims of vampire attacks sometimes become vampires. There is no known cure for vampirism, but the destruction of the vampire Ash vampires are not blood vampires. Though both are powerful immortal undead, ash vampires do not feed on blood and have no connection with blood vampires. Necromancy, you say? Our practice of binding our dead to protect sacred and family property is our right, and protected by temple and imperial law. Thank you, Indrale. Indrale? I think we talked to you.
Do you
Glatho?
want something from me?
Looking good, Mr. Wood Elf. Specific place? Not much here. Aurile's trade house, the census and excite. Oh, okay, we heard that before. Your trade? He's a hunter. Background, Wood Elf hunter. Little advice. Some neglected ancestral tombs around here. Locals don't like it, but you can find some nice bits. Ghosts and ancestral spirit guardians are dangerous. How about a secret? Daedra, you know what they are, right? Oh, we heard that before too. Alright, so we come in here. We talked to Tolvise.
What do you want?
I think I'm pronouncing these names right. Latest rumors. Saw a city in the water near Narmak. There should be one more rumor. Let's see. Popular potions, popular scrolls. Latest rumors. Little advice. Weird that his dialogue doesn't go on. If you need directions, talk to our local scout, Elene the Red Guard. She's here in the trade house somewhere, and you might want a copy of Guide to Vardenfell. Think I still have a copy for sale. Let's see, do you have the same spells? Yep, those are pretty much handcrafted. Alright, so let's barter and get rid of, ultimately, I think the flint too, because we grab about 30 kite and arrows. We grab the short bow. We grab the, I want to say we grabbed the silver short sword too, didn't we? No? Let's see, we grabbed 20 iron arrows too. Okay, wait, we grabbed the Nordic, no, it's the Marinth chain cuirass. That's worded a little bit different, but I think it's the same thing. Oh, he has slightly different stuff. Kragan, bone mold left pauldron. He's got slightly different, so we have to check, see if he's got any medium. An Imperial chain coif. Okay, armor rating 12, we can grab that. Imperial chain cuirass. These are all heavy, light. I don't know what the Marinth chain cuirass is, but it sounds interesting. Same stats and stuff, so we'll take it. Value I thought was 80, but okay. And then a Kragan Bomo left pauldron, armor rating 17. It's 140. I don't know if I can afford that though, because we were also grabbing camaraderie, lives of the saints. No scrolls. Total cost 30. What else did we spend our money on? Oh yeah, it was the silver short sword, wasn't it? Takes us to 57 only, leaving us with a lot of gold. Well, relatively speaking. Is that everything? He doesn't have an enchanted belt. I mean, I could buy like a set of pauldrons to get a little armor rating up there. Value 20 for the iron short sword, and it's pretty good. We can get boots, silver staff, Nordic silver sea axe. Whoa, that is something interesting. It's a short blade too. Dang, look at that. Nifty. I'm gonna grab maybe gauntlets are cheap. Probably grab the gauntlets. We're spending 69. Yeah, I guess that's it. For right now. And we get them down to maybe 62, which is the same we spent last time, I think. Offer. Boom, son.
Oh, greetings. How do you do? May we talk?
Right. Let's throw that on. Good. On a couple gauntlets. Or just sell the dagger too. Actually, let's sell the dagger really quickly. Oh, he has new little advice. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Alright, we heard this. Practice our skills. Right. He said that to us in the past. F1 is going to be our silver short sword. F2 is going to be our bow. And 3 is going to be hearth heal. Nice. Let's put the chitin arrows on. Perfect. Let's go upstairs. Up to Hariskar. Quick save.
Is there something you need?
Oh, hello, Volanu. What's your background? I am Volanu Varain, Dark Elf Mage. Vampires? Imperial culture regards blood vampires as destructive monsters to be hunted and destroyed. However, romantic notions of noble, virtuous vampires persist in Imperial traditions, and vampires are thought to pass unrecognized in the Mages Guild and the Imperial aristocracy. Mages Guild? The Mages Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge. What is it like being a Dark Elf Mage? I am a mage. My study is the destruction of and alteration of the visible and invisible world. I study magic for its pure intellectual challenge and rewards, but I am paid in gold for the practical applications of my knowledge. Further, when undertaking expeditions in search of knowledge, I defend myself with spells of the College of Destruction, and leap, swim, and levitate with the spells of the College of Alteration. Little advice for me? Your first visit to Morrowind, Outlander, then learn the law and local customs. Get a copy of Law and Custom in Morrowind. Slavery is legal here. Foul murder is illegal, but if he strikes the first blow, you're in the clear. A verbal attack is illegal, just like an unprovoked physical attack. Folks are touchy about personal honor. Watch your tongue or you'll get called out to a duel. Can you tell me a secret? Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. Very good. Hariskar. Cover some gold. Vargoth's hiding place. No thanks. 9 holes. Okay.
I
Raflot.
take it you want something. Well, what is it?
I've heard that. Your trade, a scout, yeah. Jobs, we took this job, fetch a book, what are the latest rumors? Yeah. And you know about the geographic regions. Vardenfell we talked about. Vardenfell District encompasses Vardenfell Island, a great landmass dominated by the great volcano Red Mountain, and cut off from mainland Morrowind by the surrounding inner sea. The portion of the Padomaic Ocean lying north of Vardenfell is known as the Sea of Ghosts. We didn't hear that before. You heard about the inner sea? The waters between Morrowind and Vardenfell. The Sea of Ghosts, you say? The Sea of Ghosts is a name for northern waters lying between Tamriel and the northern continent of Atmora. What about the Padomaic Ocean? The waters of the Padomaic Ocean completely surround Tamriel. The continent of Akavir lies across the Padomaic Ocean to the east, and the continent of Atmora lies across the Sea of Ghosts to the north. Siltstrider. I heard about that. Sheogorad. Sheogorad Island and the countless nearby smaller islands and barren rocks are a desolate wilderness from the main island of Vardenfell into the Sea of Ghosts. Seydanine. The lighthouse of Seydanine is a beacon to mariners throughout the inner sea. Bitter Coast. The western coast of Vardenfell from Seydanine north to Narmak is called the Bitter Coast. What about Narmak? It's a tiny fishing village in the Bitter Coast region of western Vardenfell. And you train stuff we can't afford. Alright, very good. Let's come and read that. We talked to everybody here.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
They all kind of had something to say. Bard, specific place. Okay, you have nothing.
Greetings.
You have a rumor. Battle Mage. Did you hear that some fool lost Mentor's ring in a tomb along the Bitter Coast, or so they say? Right, that was the quest we got there. Or the information. Don't expect the natives to take to you right away. Oh, we heard about that. Your trade, scout. Heard that. Alright, so I'm not going to ask. We'll ask about Balmora. Oh. Balmora is the district seat of House Alalu and the largest settlement on Vardenfell after Vivek City. Good road. Oh yeah, we heard that too. She gave us directions to Balmora. And you mentioned Caldera. Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation north of Balmora on the road to Outrune. The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. Caldera is a new town recently built in the Western Imperial style, and most of the citizens are outlanders and new colonists. I could stay in chat.
I've got a few minutes if you need something, friend.
I'd love to stay in chat actually, but 9 holes board. But nice hat.
Outlander, what do you need?
So let's hear it.
But we're going to go ahead and
Something you need?
come out here. And did we talk to you, pretty girl?
May I help you?
Dabine. I am Dabine, a Breton knight. I'm a knight. In the West, you need a horse and land to be a knight, but here we have no horses, and all you need is good armor, good weapons, and the skill to use them. I prefer to fight with axes and shields. Since I live by my weapons, I have to pay careful attention to local feelings about killing and murder, what's right and what's wrong. And do you have any advice? Same stuff, okay. Thank you. Now we're caught up, I think. Oh, wait. Whoops, sorry guys, we have to come down here.
Ah, welcome. What may I do for you?
And everything down here should work flawlessly. Again, there's no ground cover here. I don't know why. Maybe they just trim these areas. It makes sense. It grows a little wild over there. In other places, this is who we want to talk to. Nice pants, sir.
Is there something you need?
Okay. It's your background commoner. Fine day for fishing. Agree to get some crab meat. Little advice. It pays to take it slow when you first come to Morrowind. When you talk to folks, keep an eye on their dispositions. They let you know if they don't like you, and it's smart to get on a flaw's good side before you ask for a favor. Secret? You're an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedric cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra, Molag Bal, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Mehrunes Dagon at Daedric shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, Some people have taken up worshipping the bad danger at these old sites, and I warn you, these are dangerous places. Cool. Alright. So, we have to get him some crab meat. Aaron A.
Is there
Lenorams.
something I can do for you?
Come over here. Talk to you. To
Yes,
Larry
I can do. What do you
Helvey.
want?
Think you're just a commoner. Little advice. Phew, you're bitter green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign new in town. Word of advice, buy a little goodwill. Lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Good idea. What do you know about necromancy? Necromancy is both illegal and utterly evil according to our custom and religion. Good stuff. And, we'll check the houses in good RPG fashion. Check in on everybody, see if anybody needs our help. As you can see, it works fine now. Nice little shack here. Dance and Fire, Chapter 6. It's red. Is he going to let me read it? Not sure. Let's talk to him.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Foreign Gilnith. Can I help you? No, but you have a chest that's red. Probably shouldn't go in it. Yeah, my mouse. Something to do with my mouse, I think. Wait, let me try something. Let me try maybe, I don't know if this is going to help. Disconnecting my, the wire and going wireless here. I don't know. Looks like it's not very charged, though. Maybe I'm running low on battery. Ah, we gained Mercantile to 36. This is a pretty long book, but, let's go ahead and, It's chapter 6, so we'll check this out some other time. But does he still likes me the same, so it's okay to do that. What was that? Oh, wooden barrel. It's got a chest. Alright, good day. That one's locked. Indralay's Rathrion's
Is there
house.
something I can do for you?
Not quite. Just looking around. Can't pick those. Okay. That over there is locked. Oh, let's go to the lighthouse. I'm like back in home here, guys. Look at those mountains. That's totally new. And some sort of Dwemer construct in the distance. That's all. New land over that way. That's Tamriel rebuilt. And see, the ground cover is growing over here. Mud crab back there. Should we get into a little combat? Come down in the swamp a little bit. Got this sweet silver short sword already. Draggletail. Can't take that. Quick save. Oh. It's not happy to see me. Stab, thrusts. Boom, son. And we get 2 crab meat. So if we hit take all, then dispose of corpse, just clears up the area. Can I take these? Oh, I can. Slouth ferns. Luminous Rusula. Cool. Oh, there goes a fish. I see it in the water there. See it? If I recall... Oh, all kinds of mushrooms to pick. Nice. I recall, I'm in the muck here, but An iron shard axe. Oh my gosh. Wow. 0 to 7 frost damage for a second. It's only worth 100. Can sell that bad boy. Someone lost it in a thing there. Just a little secret. Okay, we're gonna head in here now. The Satanine Lighthouse. Hello.
Is there something you need?
Yes, what brings you to the Satanine Lighthouse? You have any rumors? Have you noticed, for all its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists? That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? I wonder why. What's your background? I am Thavara Verdrano, commoner. You know about necromancy? Under the terms of the armistice, necromancy defined as animation and control of a deceased's flesh or spirit is punishable by death. What about the Satanine Lighthouse? This is a very important lighthouse which prevents dozens of ships from crashing onto the rocks every year, not to mention guiding Imperial captains into port. I am the keeper of the lighthouse, a job made easier when we have a steady supply of light wood. Huh. This is new to me. Light wood? Alchemists have another name for it, but we commoners just call it light wood. It burns longer and brighter than any other wood. Usually the monthly supply ship brings some, but this month it brought 2 prisoners instead, and Celis won't let me burn them. I can use regular wood, of course, but I have to climb the stairs a dozen times a night to refuel the fire. I heard from a traveler there is an ogre south of Pelagiad, just east of the road there, who claims to have light wood, and will give it to anyone who solves some kind of riddle. If you are willing to go there and get the wood, I will try and think of some suitable reward. Neat. Deal with the Daedra? Agree. Good luck. Like I said, the Daedra is south of Pelagiad, or so I heard. There's a village just up the road north. Head out of Satanine past the Silstrider and keep going north until you see the Ogrim. It's just before the road branches to go into the village. The Daedra's waiting for someone, next to a pond, allegedly. And, Imperial captains? Many of the ships from the Empire that dock here are not familiar with the Inner Sea, or they were appointed by family connections instead of earning their rank. In any case, some of them have a very difficult time finding Satanine, even with the lighthouse. Cool. Nice to meet you, Thavara. That's pretty interesting. That's all new to me there. Can actually come up and see the lighthouse, maybe get a glimpse of it. And what do we have up here? The Wraith's Wedding Dowry. Take a peek, we get unarmored. The Wraith's Wedding Dowry by Yoltha Gra Yamwort, transferred by Apthorn. The poets are right, there is something life-changing about being in love, said Kepkajna Gra Minfang, sometimes called the Wraith. I haven't wanted to rob anyone or anything in weeks. Why, the other day I saw the door wide open at a wealthy merchant's house, but my mind was fully occupied with what I should wear on my wedding day. You have been out of the right society for very long now, frowned her friend Cargol approvingly. You never told me what happened to your first husband, you know, the one the shaman gave you? Torn apart by ash ghouls, smiled Kepkajna dreamily. It was rather saddish, but I know nothing like that would happen to Wadward. No life of adventure for him. He's practically an Imperial. In fact, he is one. Did I tell you how we met? Hundreds of times, grumbled Cargol, reaching for his flagon. He was your jailer, and he refused you food until you promised to marry him. Have you ever heard of anything so madly romantic in all your life? Sighed Kepkajna, and then grew serious. I was going to say that I hope my old friends will wish me well, but as old Bosriel used to say, there's no point in hoping for what cannot be. We'll leave with the Imperial Knights for Balmora immediately after the wedding, but as long as we're in Dagon Fell, the gang will find some way of disrupting my love life and bring me back to the light. I know it. As the days approached toward the Wraith's wedding day, there was certainly something sinister in the air that Kajna could smell when she was not transported by heady bliss. Dark figures seemed to shift in the shadows and disappear when approached. She recognized the clothing of some beggars near Wadwork's cottage as costumes, but the mendicants hurried away before she could recognize which of her old gang was stalking her. But these moments of apprehension were few. Kajna was truly happy, making arrangements for the ceremony to be performed at the very dungeon where Wadwork had imprisoned her. Her father was long since dead, another victim of the Ash Ghouls, but her fiancé's commander volunteered to act in his behalf. Of course, Kajna had to supply her own dowry. Wow. She spent every last mark of her savings on ill-gotten gain to buy her beloved a truly wonderful present. The wedding was set for the stroke of midnight, as is Orc tradition. Ah, they're orcs, of course. The handmaidens, wives of imperial officers, were busily sewing her into her gown of red velvet and fine gold filigree in the mid-morning. Dulcetta, one of the handmaidens, remarked that she had heard that Kajna had brought Wadwork a truly beautiful gift for her dowry. "Let me show it to you," Kajna giggled, dashing from the room half-dressed to her hidden alcove. The present had been stolen. The women were horrified, but the Wraith found herself merely irritated, not surprised. This was truly the old gang's style. They knew that a wedding ceremony without a dowry was marked as unlucky. She asked her handmaidens to finish dressing her quickly while she pondered what the burglars would have done with her treasure. The whole region was honeycombed with secret lairs and abandoned sites thieves used to store their loot. There were obvious places, of course, but after much reflection, she thought of where she would have put it under similar circumstances. Once the handmaids had finished, Kajna bade them to make certain that the ceremony went on as scheduled, and not to fret as she might be a little late. She wrapped herself in a shawl to protect her gown from dungeon dust and set off for the shrine of Malakath. The Wraith had never before attempted to rob her own friends, and though she was peeved at them for trying to ruin her happiness, she had no interest in hurting them physically. Her style was to avoid conflict, though she knew it would be inevitable. The lessons her mentor Cargol had given her had helped her avoid the lances and blades of guards and imperial knights over the years. Now she would see if they would allow her to survive a den of thieves and the unknown dangers of the shrine, without, most importantly, ruining her dress. The desolate place was so empty as she delved into it that she feared she might have made a miscalculation. It was not until she found the small room hidden down a long corridor that she knew she was at the right place, and that it was well suited for an ambush. She grabbed the chest with her treasure within and turned to face the assault. Two of her old gang, Yoram and Yori, the Red Guard, twin brother and sister, were outside the door, and as she came from the room, they knew the Wraith better than to taunt her and immediately attacked. Yoram struck out with a left thrust of his blade while Yori sought to rush her. The Wraith neatly sidestepped Yori while dropping her weight to the rear left leg, shifting her right shoulder to the left to slip past Yoram's strike. The twins crashed into one another and kept Kajna passed swiftly on. Almost immediately, she was set on by the Argonian Binyar, his mace whistling through the air at her head. They had never much liked one another. The Wraith snapped into a duck, so the mace whacked with a tremendous clamor against a stone wall. Binyar was thrown off balance, giving her a few seconds lead, hurrying up the passage. Ahead, she could smell the fresh night air. The last of her dowry's defenders was Sorog, an orc with whom she had shared a brief romance. It was he who Kajna knew had masterminded the theft. In a way and in context, she thought, his devotion to her misery was rather sweet. At the moment, though, she was most concerned with avoiding his barbed axe that seemed ideal for breaking her dress's fine stitchwork and the flesh beneath. Bending her knees slightly, bobbing to avoid strikes to the head, weaving her head to confuse Sorog of her next move, shuffling her feet arrhythmically, the Wraith made an impossible target. She ducked inside his thrusts, sidestepped his swings, and then sidestepped his thrusts and ducked his swings. As erratic as she tried to make her defensive moves, Sorog still kept pace with her, refusing to budge from his position at the dungeon outlet. Midnight was coming, and the Wraith finally decided that she must end the confrontation. When Sorog swung out next, she sidestepped to her left, swayed down, and ducked her head, so the axe whistled over her right shoulder. In that instant, his right side was exposed, and she reluctantly smashed the chest hard into his torso. There was not enough time for Kepkasian to see if she had killed him or merely knocked him unconscious. In truth, she thought of nothing else but rushing to her wedding ceremony. At precisely midnight, Wildwork and Kepkasian were united together. He was delighted with her dowry gift, a fine suit of armor that would make him the envy of other Imperial jailers. Even more, he was enchanted by his wife's tale of retrieving it from the Shrine of Melikath. Did it occur to you to put on the armor when you knew that it was an ambush? He asked. I didn't want to dent your present, she replied between kisses, and I certainly didn't want to wrinkle my gown. Oh, man. I love reading books in this game. There was one playthrough I did where I just read, like, literally every single book, but we'll sprinkle them in here or there. Let's come out here. Dang, son, look at this. I don't have the distant land up super high because I'd rather get a higher FPS, but I still see some stuff in the distance. Very nice. Wow, the actors are pretty distant. That's pretty cool. Nothing much up here, though, huh? Wonder if we levitate on top of it, what would happen? I don't have a levitate spell, though. I don't remember if there was anything up top. Still, very cool. And there's that Dwemer place in the distance. Yeah, I apologize if you're noticing with the audio, too, some sort of little hiccup every once in a while. Might have to restart my computer. I don't know what could be causing that. Do I want the book? No. Doesn't feel right just stealing, a book from sitting there. That's not very adventurous. Alright. Out we go. Okay, so we check our journal. We can go for light wood. We can go for crab meat. Raflod wants us to steal one of the copies of the warehouse log. Lots to do already. So...
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I don't want to get stuck in there. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? You have a wagon.
Anything I can do for you?
Narn. Care to trade, High Elf? Whoa. You have a steel dagger. Scroll of Psychic Prison. Reynos' Beast Finder. Could sell our chemical ingredients. Oh, the Iron Shard Axe. Let's sell that. Let's sell that to a relay because we get a better deal for it. Silverware Cup, Varieties of Faith, the Doors of the Spirit, Song of the Alchemists. Probably gets a point of alchemy. Repair Prongs. Value 6. What do you give me for 20 of them? Oh, it's 6 apiece. My bad. Still at 6 apiece. Might be worth picking up a couple. She's got potions too. Fortify Intelligence, Feather, Potion of Paralyzed. Wouldn't that paralyze you, the drinker? Bargain Restore Health. We don't need that. Cure Paralyzation. Cure Common Disease. Cure Blight Disease. Grief. Exclusive Restore Speed. Cheap Restore Health. 10 points of health. Sheen. Fortify Endurance, 10 points. Spoiled Potion of Swift Swim. Sujama. Fortify strength 50 points, but drain attribute intelligence 50 points. Chitin spear, chitin short sword. More iron arrows. What do you want for 10 iron arrows? 9. We could do that. Just do 8. Okay, let's do 9. Thank you. Please come again. And this orc is your bodyguard? I take it.
And what is your business here? How may we help?
Looking good. I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along. What's your background, sir? I am Snaglek Grolern, an orcish guard. You're an orc. They call us barbarians because we are brave in war and we laugh at hardship. But we have earned our citizenship by service in the legions, and we are as civilized as any race. We make the finest weapons and armor in the world, and our warriors are the bravest and toughest in Tamriel. What's this Imperial Law you speak of? Don't steal, don't brawl or start fights, don't kill except in self-defense. If you're caught, guards will let you choose your punishment, fines or hard labor. You have a little advice for me? If you do the crime, pay the fine, don't do the time. You might think a little hard labor isn't a bad price to pay, but while you're breaking rocks for the Empire, you lose the edge in your useful skills, and it takes a long time to get back to where you were before. How about a secret? Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you best. Thank you, Snaglek. Alright, we'll leave you to your cart.
May I help you?
Someone will have choice words to say.
Do you want something from me?
No, I'm good. I'm good. But I want something from Arle. I would like to sell him the Shard Axe. Ooh, 75. And maybe, just maybe, drain speed. Ooh, Coda Flower goes for 23. Do you have any crab meat? You have a mortar and pestle, which would be good to get. Slowed soap, shulk resin, scrib jerky, salt rice, or salt trees, however you spell it. Pike perch meat. Grave tar. Let's see. That has water walking. We'll keep that. Restore fatigue, water breathing. Drain attribute strength, that could be useful. Water walking. Drain attribute personality. I'll sell him the Coda Flower for a good price. Drain attribute speed. We'll sell like maybe 3 Bungler's Bane. We're up to 94. Plus 48, we have about 130 to spend. Do you have any potions that I should pick up? Cure Blight Disease. Cyrodiilic Brandy, that's expensive. Bargain Restore Health. Fortify Personality. 5 points. You know what? For the cost, how much does it weigh? 1.5 a piece. That's pretty heavy for a potion. Summon Skeletal Minion. Open 40 to 60 on touch. Open a lock. Fortify Personality 10 to 30 for a minute. Drathis is Winter Guest. Frost damage 5 feet. Restore health 2 points for 60 seconds. Restore fatigue 5 for 120. Scroll of the Argent Glow. Restore fatigue 2 points for 60. Restore 1 health for 60 seconds. Restore 1 magicka for 60 seconds. Nice. That's like just a savior thing there. And the intervention. CV goes to temple. Divine goes to fort or something. I might want to grab one of those, especially from someone who has 100 disposition with me. Now let me see if I can get 100 for this. 99. Nice. Now, what were your popular scrolls? Here we go. CV Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or Imperial Shrine. So Divine is Imperial Shrine. I'd probably rather be transferred to an Imperial Shrine that's nearby. So let's grab one Divine Intervention just to get out of jail free card. 47. Give us 100 even. Well, of course we're going to get it for 42. Boom. Thank you. Please come again. All right, very good. Who are you, sir?
Is there something you need?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Build them. These shrines can be a pain to find, but they're always worth the effort. See. Oh. Probably doesn't want us to check that. Or open any of his... Oh. Little chop. Alright, so...
I'm listening.
Let's quick save and see how long we've been playing. Oh my gosh, 51 minutes already. Unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is episode 3, but actually it's episode 3. But so much to do. So little time in each episode. Next time we head out into the wilds where there's tall grass and deadly creatures and things to see and do and find. I see a tail wagging over there. You guys see that? Looks like someone has a guar. But anyway, guys, so much fun. Hope you're enjoying. Be well, live well, stay well, guys. Much love, peace, and joy. Don't go anywhere. So much more fun to be had as we explore Vardenfell and beyond, and Morrowind together. So hope to see you guys next time. Much love, peace, and joy, as I said. Bye-bye.